Good evening and thank you for joining us. RCMP are asking for the public's help after the Lloydminster and Area Brain Injury Society's clothing store was broken into. Though no cash was stolen, Labus representatives say the perpetrators left quite a mess.
You got all this stuff and it's just, why? Why just come in and smash things up?
The break-in occurred sometime between 5 p.m. on February 25th and noon the following day when the glass door was smashed in and the cash register and debit machine ruined.
It's cost. We're just a non-profit organization. We don't have a lot of funds floating around for that. The debit machine is another issue. Right now, we're just not using it because we haven't been able to replace it yet.
Perrier adds the store cannot afford a new glass door as most of their funds go towards helping people.
That's all we're about, is trying to raise some funds for some people that live here in Lloydminster and surrounding area and make their life better for them. We don't need this. We just don't come back. Yeah, we'll get a big dog.
If you have any information about the break-in, contact the local RCMP or call Crime Stoppers. The Lions Club International is celebrating 100 years this month, and with any anniversary, the local chapter will be hosting a party to recognize the years of hard work and dedication they've provided to our own community. From the first home raffle to the first marching band to even the physical labor of building parks in the area, the Lloydminster Lions Club has put in over 67 years of volunteering.
You hope after you're done, you've left this world a little better than it was when you started, and that's what we're doing. We're not looking for awards or recognition. It's just we're saying, have we achieved something? Have we bettered something that was just needed a little help?
To recognize the organization's centennial, the local club will have an international themed event that will include dishes from all across the globe. Following the supper, there will also be various multicultural performances.
We're hoping that with this that we will raise funds to, in fact, purchase some benches for the parks in the city, and in commemoration of the 150th anniversary of Canada.
The event will take place March 30th. Tickets are still available. Well, round dances have been a tradition with many First Nations groups in the area for centuries. And today, Lakeland College opened up its doors to the dance as part of its Aboriginal Awareness Week. Gina Martin with more.
It was an afternoon filled with song and dance at Lakeland College as the school celebrates Aboriginal Awareness Week. The round dance is a staple in many First Nations cultures, and students of all backgrounds had an opportunity to take part in the dance.
I thought it was very wonderful. It was very inclusive, and the speaker was very wonderful, and it was very, very nice.
As far as I know, this is the first round dance that we've hosted. We're really excited to feature and promote Indigenous cultures because we have so many First Nations students.
Round dances typically take place in the winter and are used to honor loved ones who have passed away and to heal those who mourn their loss.
I really liked the part about the healing of the round dance, which everyone needs healing at some point in time, and it's very, very positive.
And at a time where reconciliation is at the top of headlines, the dance shows inclusion is needed for change to happen.
We draw from an area where there's a lot of different nations, and we want to encourage students to attend here, in a place where they feel comfortable and their culture is acknowledged. So it's been a really great week.
The week kicked off with a ceremonial feast on Monday and will conclude with a bannock making competition on Thursday. Gina Martin, Newcap News.
Well, the inspection has begun at City Hall. A governance audit is underway this week, led by George Cuff, who will be looking for answers into what makes the city of Lloydminster tick.
I know he's challenged council to look inside and ask some questions of ourselves and what we're looking for and things like that. He'll be doing the same, I'm sure, with administration, but also understanding the process and procedures that are there so he can make his evaluation and determine his recommendations from that information gathered.
Officials aren't sure what areas Cuff will focus on throughout the audit, but Mayor Albers did confirm Cuff has requested a trove of documents and information from senior staff. As of Monday, no timeline has been presented to council.
I don't have an exact deadline when he'll be finished. There's a period of time because there's going to be some interviews completed and things like that, so we want to make sure that he has the ample time to do what he needs to do.
CUF is expected to provide a report to the city with recommendations at the end of the audit, which is costing the city $70,000. With her mixing hand ready and her sprinkles pouring, a local grade 1 girl is baking up some tasty treats for a worthy cause. Angie Mellon has that sweet story.
You want to do a little mix?
I'm not good at mixing.
Here, help me.
The baking is underway for 6-year-old Tenley and her mom Chastity, who are baking cupcakes to raise money for the stollery.
I think everyone loves cupcakes, and I mean, it's kind of it's more based around kids for fundraisers, so we thought that was suitable.
The idea came about when Tenley heard her mom was doing makeup for some teens at the stollery, and she wanted to do her part.
She's starting to realize that she is pretty lucky, and she's pretty fortunate, and that she's heard stories about kids that aren't as lucky, and so that's kind of why she wanted to help them, and it made me feel really good.
And the orders have been piling in.
You're going fast.
We're gonna have to go really fast because there's gonna be lots to make. We have 3 different delivery dates, and I mean, every single day I'm getting messages, I'm getting phone calls, I'm getting texts, I'm getting emails. I didn't realize how huge it was gonna be.
There are chocolate, vanilla, and red velvet cupcakes for sale. However, if you need a suggestion, you could always go with Tenley's favorite.
I love it.
And the price? Well, that's up to you.
It's not a specific price. If you want to pay $2, pay $2. If you want to pay $200, pay $200. It is totally up to you.
If you want to place an order, you can call or text Chastity at 306-307-0445 or by email at chastityapril@hotmail.com. Angie Mellon, Newcap News.
It's a brand new world in schools these days when it comes to technology. In this week's Beyond the Classroom, we see how some educators in the Lloydminster Catholic School Division spent the Teachers' Convention break looking for ideas to take back to their classrooms. This is the March Madness Technology Boot Camp, where about 60 teachers are looking to evolve their classrooms to better engage their students.
There's always those kids that just aren't engaged in traditional teaching methods, so give them opportunities and ideas how they can engage all of their students.
The format, 5 minutes at the various stations, listening to the tech lead's presentation before rotating to the next.
3D printing, for example, going in one section, and virtual reality and virtual reality tours going on in another. We got some robotics going on. Each tech lead has their little thing that they prefer, and that's what they're showing off. Jade Scott is a science teacher at Holy Rosary and was the tech lead at the robotics station. A grant made it possible for them to buy these robots, which are now being used in the classroom.
We have a new program that we started called STEM 10, which is Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. We're taking those robotics and we're incorporating it into our curriculum and trying to meet outcomes that would normally be done maybe with pen and paper or through other means by using robotics.
But this technology is on the brink of making its way into the classroom, virtual reality, something Vaughn Davidson says will enhance student engagement in learning.
We talk a lot to students about visualizing what's happening in an incident or in a place, but often they are not able to do that. So this allows them to kind of literally look up and look down and see things in a three-dimensional way.
As for Scott, it was his first experience at March Madness and says it was beneficial to see what other teachers in the division are doing.
You realize that you can bring other technology aspects into your classroom and do things more efficiently, more hands-on, just by hearing from your colleagues instead of going and traveling a couple hours.
Well, the Bonnyville Pontiacs have a rich hockey history in the Midwest region. Not only has the franchise flourished in recent years, but its share of NHL players got their start, Junior A start rather, in Bonnyville. Last weekend offered an opportunity for the franchise to give back to one of its former players. Lance Phillips with more.
By many, jersey retirement is known as the highest honor any athlete can receive. It's proof that the literal blood, sweat, and tears shed by a player has not gone unnoticed. Friday, the Bonnyville Pontiacs organization bestowed that very honor on Jon Kalinski, who was not only one of its former players, but also a member of its community.
I I never left Bonnyville, so I played my whole minor hockey career in Bonnyville and played junior A, so it's quite an honor to play for your own team, and especially in front of a lot of family and friends every night.
To be able to honor one of the hometown guys represents so many things to the players. Number one, that you can accomplish amazing, great things if you work hard and you come every day to better yourself, and Jon's the epitome of being able to do that.
Kalinski played 110 games with the Pontiacs from 2003 to 2005, and 2 years later was rewarded for all his hard work when the Philadelphia Flyers drafted him in the 6th round of the 2007 NHL entry draft, a pick the Flyers may never have made without the help of two of his biggest supporters.
You know, my dad's a farmer. He grew up farming, and he works every single day. My mom, 4 boys. Not my oldest brother didn't play, but my mom made sure we were all at the games, all at equipment. So it's you're truly blessed. I'm truly blessed to have parents like that, and for them to support us all this time, it's rewarding.
As a Bonnyville native, the current state of the franchise gives Kalinski confidence other players will be given the same opportunities he was given.
It's ran first class, and I mean, people want to play. Kids come to this rink and see a nice lounge or see a nice dressing room. People want, it's junior A, but yeah, it's good to see, and hopefully they keep rolling guys out of here and make Bonnyville a wonderful place to come play.
Many players have the chance to watch a jersey retirement ceremony. Unfortunately for them, it's just not theirs. But on Friday, it was Kalinski's, and the emotions he felt were ones he had trouble putting into words.
I don't know, just you look at my brothers and my parents and my wife, and you know, that's probably the most special part, is just the whole family thing. And I wouldn't be anywhere without my family, so it's you look over at them, it's all for them. They're part of the team too. It wasn't all just me. It truly takes a team for anyone to make it that far, and I'm truly grateful for them. And that was probably the most special night, that they're not just honoring me, they're honoring my whole family and everyone that's around me.
Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports.